Hello, everyone. This is another part of my new series, Kingdom Marriages. And today is part three, actually. First of all, welcome to my channel. So, the last time I spoke about the wives and about the women out there, and how to know your role as a wife. And I was also talking about that your role is not only to be a wife but also to be a helper to your husband. And today I want to talk about the men out there. So what is actually their role in the marriage? So back in Genesis, where God created Adam and Eve, God created the man first, right? So before a woman was created by God, the man was created first. And what we also have to realize is that out of the ribs of Adam, Eve was made, right? Which brings us, back to the marriage, that we have been made out of the man's ribs, basically, right? But what I want to highlight today is that a man needs a woman, right? That's the fact, because back in Genesis, God saw that it is not good for a man to be alone, right? So he created for him a helper, and not just anyone, but someone who's suitable for him, right? So this is really important to know that a man by himself cannot function. A man by himself is not complete. He needs a helper. He needs a woman by his side, right? And he doesn't need just any woman, because there are many, lots of women out there who unfortunately, they're not taking the role as a helper, and they just want to fulfill their own selfish desires. This is not judgmental to anyone here out there, but um I just want to point out here that a man needs a woman. Without the woman, he's not complete. But I also want to clarify here that a man doesn't need to seek out or look for a woman. That normally, God will present that woman to him, right? So he doesn't need to search for her or look for her. God already knows which woman you need. But your job is really to get closer to God and also prepare for marriage, right? But not just any marriage. I'm not talking about the marriage that that we see in the society. I'm talking about kingdom marriage, and kingdom marriage is completely different from the marriages that we see nowadays. A kingdom marriage is meant to last for a lifetime. A kingdom marriage is meant to be eternal, not just temporary. So therefore, it is very important that you as a man prepare for marriage. That you as a man, seek God first and pray to God and ask Him, what you need to do to be able to be ready for kingdom marriage. I want to mention here that it is very important that you ask God for spiritual discernment, that you ask God, okay, which woman is right for you, because unfortunately there are many beautiful women out there, but beauty is not the only thing that is important in a marriage. That's why it's important for you to look into the heart, not only on the outside. Unfortunately, there are many men out there, they are blinded by their beauty and how pretty they are, but what about their heart? Men out there, I'm talking to you right now. I really want to encourage you to ask God for discernment, to really look in the heart and not only on the outside, because this kingdom marriage is eternal. It is meant to to last a lifetime, forever. It is not meant to only be temporary. And that's why there are so many separations right now, because there you know, they have they have married each other for the wrong reason, you know. um God doesn't want you to marry because of God doesn't want you to marry out of selfish reasons, but he wants you to marry and and look at the other, how God sees the marriage, you know, and to glorify God. You know, marriage is very important to God. You know, when two become one, they're meant to last forever. They are meant to glorify God together. Don't be deceived by her looks or how well she dresses. Ask God how, if that woman is right for you. You know, ask God, you know, who he wants you to marry. Ask God, you know, who's really the right woman for you. Ask God to give you spiritual insight and understanding, so that you can you know, see for yourself, okay, this woman is not right for me. Nowadays there are many men, you know, that jump into relationship, that jump into marriage, they marry quickly, and they don't really and then they're not happy, and then they break up, right? So that's why it is so important and so necessary that there's a strong foundation. And to be able to have a strong foundation, you both have to be close to God. Your focus, your primary focus has to be God, because if this is not the case, then the right foundation has not been built. So therefore it is important that you know, you prepare for it, and you also take your time and really seek God in prayer, and ask God to give you you know, to work on yourself, right? Work on yourself first, before you jump into any relationship or any marriage, and to seek for a woman to make you happy. But actually, you know, God has to be the source. God has to be the one who makes. And if you have come to the point where God is making you happy, where you have found your happiness in God, and you study the Bible, you pray to God, and you have built a good relationship with God, then be rest assured that God will present you the right woman that you need. So therefore, you know, I don't want you to stress out, or to say, oh my goodness, you know, like, I'm already, I don't know, 35 or 40 and I still haven't found a wife. Because sometimes it takes time, right? Sometimes there's work that you need to do within yourself to be able to be prepared for marriage. So I really want to suggest to you or encourage you to you just really take your time, right? Take your time to prepare, you know, work on yourself, get closer to God, and then God will present you the woman that you need, the helper that you need, so that you can have a successful marriage that lasts for a lifetime. So that's it for today. I hope this has blessed you and encouraged you. Next week, I'm gonna be talking again about kingdom marriages, and I'm gonna be talking about something else. And yeah, if this has blessed you, if this has encouraged you, please don't forget to like, to share, to comment, and yeah, subscribe to my channel. And yeah, I will see you next week. God bless. Bye.